XJ1200. If this had been a modern bike, to modify it and make it look this cool would have been really, really difficult because of the CAN bus system. With this bike, all I actually had to do was take my angle grinder, take my welder, cut the seat rail off there, weld this hoop in, wire these lights in, and the bike's completely and utterly changed. We have a whole different bike to what this bike looks like standard. With modern motorcycles, the headlight would have been wired into the CAN bus system, which would have been wired into the ECU, which would have been wired into a sensor somewhere, like a brake light sensor or something else, and we would have been able to modify this. As easy. You'd be able to modify it, but not as easy. What we've done to this bike, modified the rear end, as you can see. We've made sure that the tail tidy, or the loop, sorry, comes down halfway, it's in the center of the wheel. This gives a nice line for the bike. We've then got rid of all of the gumph in here. We've left this here in case we have to bolt anything to it. Any custom bike is always in constant state of change. We've put a Kropovich exhaust pipes on it and pod filters, which had to go away to the dyno tuners to be dynoed because I could not get this thing running properly. I'm still not sure it's running 100% right, but I'm not giving the dyno tuner grief there. They've done a really good job. It's very difficult to tune engines with these pod filters and exhaust pipes that don't go on it. It can be 2 or 3 trips to the dyno tuners. We've put a set of flatter bars, so they've got a lower rise on them. Everything's done in satin black. We've got this single unit. I think the customer got this off of, it's one of the Chinese ones. It's not the best one in the world, but it certainly does its job and it didn't cost millions of pounds. We put this unit on here, which has all your fuel light from the fuel sender on there, your neutral, your main, your dip, your indicators, standard bar end mirrors for most cafe racers. And round the front, we've got this large 6-inch LED light there. Wheels have been painted black. The engine was taken out, shot blasted by a friend of mine at Blasted Bear. I'll leave a link in the description to Blasted Bear below. And then we satin black the engine, and everything else has been just a fettle. This bike has taken 2 years to build. On and off with discussions with me and the customer on what we want to do, the best route to take. Oh, and I forgot, the seat base was made by me, and Upton's in Hastings did the seat covering, and they've done a really nice job. The seat follows the flow of the tank really well. Now, if we have a look at the tank, we'll notice on the tank that we've got brush lines in here. Hopefully the sunshine shows it. I've brushed the steel and I marked it off so each line of the tank is followed with the brushed steel. It's a 97, I believe, on an R plate. I think it's a 97, a nice P plate 97, it might be a 96 then. XJ900, XJ1200. It was completely standard when we got the bike. Well, it isn't now. It's going back to the customer today, and hopefully what we've done he's happy with. This wasn't a really expensive build. There was a budget with this build. The more money you spend, the better the build will be. It's like with anything. But we had a budget on this build. We didn't want to go over a certain amount of money, so we had to do it without having too much time spent on it and without spending too much money on parts. If you like what you see in our videos and you like Beast and Motorcycles, if I could ask you nicely to give us a like and a subscribe and a comment below about what you think of the bike we built. Thank you very much. That's it, good.